So next is my glitter part. Stuttering. So this Evora is going to be the glitter choice that I put. And when I do that one, I am going I am going to only put it on half of the lid part. So that way it will have the actual color and then glitter. So here's my palette. So I am going to go ahead and start tapping, doing the same tapping effect until I am fully glittered out. Not a lot, but just to where you can tell I have glitter. See? Well, I am going to add more so the glitter can stand more out than anything. And when I want to get the full lid, instead of doing it this way, I'll do it this way too and do the tapping effect. Then I'll use that same part of the brush to get the corner as good as I can. Tapping again. I love glitter, but I don't like when it's all over the place. So it drives me crazy. So as I'm tapping more, and again I'm leaving my eye open because you gotta see where you're going to do this. And I will stop right here as the amount of glitter I want on there. So next is the other eye. And I'm just doing the tapping motion inside the glitter part so that way I don't get a lot, but I want enough. So back to doing the tapping of the glitter. Let's add more. And as I add more, I still do the tapping motion. And I want to fully cover it with as much glitter as I did for the other eye. It looks like a mermaid effect right now on my eye. So as I do this, and I think I'm okay, I will start putting a little bit like this on so that way I can get the bottom part of the eyelid, but just enough to where you can see it down there. And so then next, after I am all done with the eyes, I go for some. Usually, I normally do the eye. Well, not eye. The mascara last, but I'm going to do it now so I don't have to deal with it after I'm done doing all the other makeup parts. And this one is Pat McGrath Lab Fetus Fetish Eye mascara. And I think I got this from Influencer. Or, no, not Influencer. I got this from Sephora. Their little, whenever, whatever you spend, you get points. So this was one of the options. Either that or the birthday part of the Sephora. Because they give you a free gift for your birthday every year. And I love those and my birthday's coming soon, so I will be getting mine, whatever they have, and it's in November. Yay, November, and yay, Scorpio. November 19th. So I am going to be 32 this year. So I don't look like it, do I? But I am. I still get carded though. So after I've gotten the glitter on the parts where I wanted it to be, let's see if I, yeah. I will be putting on this mascara again. I kind of don't really like it, but this is all I have right now. The reason why I don't kind of like it is because it's more, it gets clumpy. So all that I'm doing on my eyes, it makes it look have a clumpy effect, and I try my best to get the clumps out, but I don't know if it's dried out or it was supposed to, they meant to put it like this, but when I first used it, that's what it did, and it would always mess up down here, and I would have black streaks. I'm like, what is that? No. So I will be doing the eyelashes. To make them look fuller. Oh, excuse me. So as I'm doing that, since this does get clumpy, I'm trying my hardest not to be all up on the eyelash, because like I said, the clumps get all on the lashes. Gets all on them. And I hate that. So I am gently sweeping it, so that way I don't have to add more clumps. And then sometimes when I feel like my eyelashes aren't as thick, I'll go back over. Okay, so now that I'm done with the mascara, next is my foundation. And the foundation for that, I'm going to use Cover FX. And what is their color? N60 is what I am. And this is considered as a clean product that I was talking about. I have a lot of them. Uh-oh. And I had also a clean product is theirs too. But I wanted to stop using this, not for any bad reason or whatsoever. It was just I wanted to try not a liquid form, but the solid form foundation, just to see if it was better coverage. As you can see, it's really good coverage because I've been using the hell out of it. So what I do, I use the same brush that I used earlier to blend in my concealer as my foundation brush too. And Mr. Welsh, sorry if I'm butchering your name again, had showed me well, not me, but his video that he recorded, showing that it's not necessary. Like when you see videos and you see a whole bunch of them putting a whole crap load of foundation on, it's not necessary. You don't need that much for for coverage, because if you're using the techniques that you're supposed to be and less amount of product, it will still look natural and better. So I always end up starting close towards my eyes, and I'll do a sweeping cross and then down. So then now I'm like trying to blend it in, and sometimes I'll do a tapping motion like this, or sometimes I'll do a sweeping motion like this. And I go in and cover all the blemishes or dark spots, whatever. And so, and I'm not doing this aggressively if you think I am. I'm gently moving my brush so the product can blend itself out into my skin. So as you can see, just that one dab, it wasn't even a lot of product on the brush, but still able to cover it. Yeah, I would see these YouTube videos and the girls would put like cakes load of liquid foundation on, just, and then it got to the point where they don't even look like their own complexion. It looks like from a different shade up and then down. So I learned not to do that through Mr. Welsh. And as you see it again, you barely can tell that I have any type of makeup on there. And then sometimes when I get to this area, since it's my birthmark is bluish purple, and it's not the same as my whole other part of my face, I have to make sure I put more. Well, I don't have to put more, but I choose to put more just so I can cover the the birthmark. Sorry for stuttering. I don't know why I'm stuttering today. So then again, I'm just tapping or softly sweeping like this the product down onto my face, so that way I can be able to blend in as I go. Now, that time I was doing it hard, but you don't have to do hard. So then go back in, and I do a little circle motion into the product. And now I'm going to the forehead. And this, I don't need a lot on my forehead, so all I do is put that little bit in and start sweeping away the product. Not sweeping it away, but sweeping to blend it in. Now, whenever you're doing a foundation, whatever, liquid or whatever, you always have to make sure that you're covering not only your face but your neck, because I've always see when girls do that where they'll just put the foundation on the face and not think about the neck, so that when they do go outside, because the light will show more of the foundation, when they go out to the light, they are like two different shades, and then I can clearly see the foundation line where it ended. So you want to make sure that you're getting this part to all the way down your neck, so that you can make sure that you're not saying to put any concealer, or I mean not concealer, foundation or anything right here, but just tap it close to it. So then now I'm going to go down my neck and get my ear. And so now that I'm done with that part, I noticed that right here in this area, I missed a little bit. So I'm going to, again, not a lot, a little, and put that on this area. And I always close my lips, but somehow I always end up getting the foundation on my lips. So it doesn't matter if you do. And let's see. And excuse me. And the part where I always put a little more, not a lot, a little, of foundation is only because you can see my birthmark where it ends. Well, where it begins on my eye. And then do the sweeping effect all over the eyes and face. And then now that I am all set for that part, now I am going in with my, I don't know if you can see it, the name, my concealer, the nutmeg part of this brand. And again, Mr. Welsh has showed me in his videos that you don't need a lot of concealer under the eyes. You definitely don't. And I'm glad that he showed me that technique, because I surely was just, and it would just look weird after I tried to blend it in. So he says that you put a small dot like right here in the close to the corner of your eye. Then you want to make two right there. And what it does is when you go to tap this part in, it will blend better into and then you will get a better effect of the concealer that way than to oppose of caking it all the way, because the creases will start to show even if you didn't want them to. So and two more. And the reason why you got two is so if you have more after you blend, it will be able to blend closer towards this area too. Same with why you only put one right here, is because it does nicely cover it alone by itself around this area. So after you do your three each on your eyes, you use a brush or sponge, whatever you do, and start tapping. And as you're tapping in, you're going under the eyeshadow makeup and stuff. And you see how the coverage from that part looks now? And I still have a little bit more, so I can be able to put it down here too. So now I'm going to do the other side. And a little goes a long way. once I do this to the eye, I am going to then, he also said not to use powder to bake under the eyes because it will give a crease, show the creases of your eyes throughout the day, which makes sense because you dried out that part, I guess. So then, where am I? The powder that I have is hard candy, and I got this from Walmart. The translucent. So after I used the concealer, I will also go in, put in the tapping. You don't see, you don't need a lot. So I'm going to do a tapping to take some of it off so that way it looks just like this. And I'm going to rub it in. We'll slightly slide it all over. That's like just that little bit covers a long way, and you don't need that much. And next I'll do this side. Notice I have not put it under my eyes. And as you can see, I am doing gently. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I am, I believe, officially done. So that is how I do my makeup every day. And that is the products that I use. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I would hope to see you guys again. And I hope you guys like my video, and subscribe. So if you do, I'll be able to make more videos because I'm going to start showing my makeup techniques and what I do and what I use and how I use them. So thank you for watching. You guys have a good day. Bye.